For me, it's such a pity that auditors know so much about the business and investigate so many angles that, in fact, sometimes we're constrained by the auditing standards and what we are required to say and permitted to say. Quite boxed in. If there was one thing I could change, it would be around not waiting for the regulators to tell us what we can say and can do, but for us to be proactive in sharing the insights that we get from the in-depth work during an audit of an entity.
What insight do the users of the financial statement and investors have when an entity or a corporate change the auditor outside of the mandatory rotation cycle? Is the role of the auditor not vital to the users of the financial statement and investors? I believe that the one change that we can do is to require disclosure of the reasons for the removing of the auditor outside of the rotation cycle to be included in the financial statements. The audit committee may be required to comment and provide reason for the change, while the outgoing auditor might also be required to give comment on the reasons for his removal. I believe that this small change will assure investors and users of financial statements.
I would like to reverse the worrying trend of audit firm rotation, which has emanated from Europe. I don't believe that this is good for audit firms for obvious reasons, but also believe that it is bad for organizations being audited, as it will result in greater costs, will actually reduce their choice of auditor, and I don't believe that the intended benefits of improved audit quality and audit independence will necessarily be realized. In my view, there are a number of better mechanisms in South Africa to achieve this. These include the requirement of the Companies Act for mandatory audit partner rotation every 5 years, and the King 3 requirements for audit committees to annually assess the independence of the auditors and indeed the quality of the audit services received from the auditors before their reappointment. Audit committees should be allowed to have free choice of auditors, provided they've taken these factors into account.